So I'm going to start the screen now. So before going into our Angular applications, so we need to have a how we need to install the Angular. So how we need to create a project in Angular. So these are the topics we need to know about. Okay. So we'll go to the UI training. Inside that, I will create a new folder. So what are the things required to create an Angular project means first thing is Node.js. So NPM package manager. We already installed in TypeScript, right? While installing the TypeScript, we already installed the Node.js, right? So that's enough for to create an Angular application. Okay, first install the Node.js, and after that, in the command prompt, Node package manager. By using the Node package manager commands, we will install the Angular. So that Angular also will take from the Node package manager only. Already that Angular is also packaged, right? So first we need to uh, before going to create an Angular project, we need to install the Angular CLI. Okay, Angular. Okay, so inside this folder, first, so I went to the same folder. First thing we need to do is npm install Angular CLI. Okay, Angular CLI. Okay, Angular CLI, what it will do is how the packages will contain all the package these how this node package manager contains all the package related information. Same way, Angular CLI will have the commands to run an Angular project. Like we have generally see we need to create how we can create a project. So we have some commands, okay, and we need to add a component. We can add modules. So without manually, before actually in Angular 2, in that case, we can use the we can create a files manually only. But now in after Angular 4, that in Angular 4 version, the Angular at direct CLI, this CLI is implemented. Okay, Angular team has implemented the Angular CLI. So these Angular CLI is the what is the advantage of this Angular CLI is it will have the all the inbuilt command tools and Angular configurations. Okay, Angular configurations. So after creating that Angular project, so we will see okay what is the responsibility of the Angular CLI while creating Angular project. Okay, so the first step. But you need to install the Node.js and then you need to come to the folder. There you can install the npm install @Angular CLI. Okay, click on this. Okay, @Angular CLI -G also you can do. Okay, that's also will work. The Angular if I'll install npm install Angular CLI means only in this folder Angular CLI will install. -G means it will install globally. Okay. I don't want to install that globally because other projects we are using that projects also having the CLI dependency. So the versions mismatch and conflicts will come. So because of that, in the same folder only, I will always install. Now successfully install the Angular CLI. Okay, after installing this Angular CLI, the next step we need to do is we need to check with ng. Okay, if Angular CLI is successfully installed, then this ng, if you run this ng, then this ng command it will run. Okay, if you are getting like this means the CLI is installed successfully. Okay, if you are not getting means ng is not recognized an external or internal command. So how you are getting for npm? Okay, while you are running npm is not an internal or external command. That option will come. Okay. In that cases, you need to do first you need to check with that. Again, you need to install that. Okay, npm install @angular CLI. You need to do that one. And one more option you need to do is you need to go to the environmental variables. How you need to go is this.pc, right? Okay, properties. Okay, advanced system settings, environmental variables. Here you need to go to the environmental variable, and here down we have system variables. In that system variables, you need to add ng. Okay, edit. If you edit this, cancel. This one, I think new. Here. So first you need to check with this path. Okay, path variable name is path. In that variable name path, you need to create like a new. Click on that new, and this one. Okay, you need to go to the users and your app data. Okay, users and your name. With that your name. So you will go with that path. Okay, that is the Angular path actually. That Angular path we need to do here. Users and B Maladi is my name, Bhaskar Maladi, and inside that we have app data folder. Okay, okay, here it is. Okay, app data folder, and go to roaming. Okay, here we will have the roaming node underscore npm. Okay, npm node underscore module, and so when you are install that Angular CLI, then this folder will create actually. Okay, this Angular CLI, you need to go to the Angular CLI, okay, and bin. Go to the bin and give this folder. Here you can see this ng command is there, right? This, and copy this and create new and give here that. Okay, already I have given here, so I'm not giving again. Okay, then click on OK and restart your system. Okay, this is second step. So if you follow these two steps, automatically this ng command will work in your system. Okay, so like that you can get the ng. So after getting that ng, you need to do ng new command. This is command to create a new project, Angular project. So ng new and creating new Angular project. So I'm giving the our project name is Angular project. Okay, and ng new Angular project. So with this Angular project name, the Angular new Angular application will create in our current folder. Okay, so now I'm entering this. So please follow steps one by one steps. Okay, how to create an Angular application. To create an Angular application, we need to follow these steps. So first it will ask for script mode. Yes. Okay. Next, would you like to add Angular routing? So we need to cover entire topics, right? So Angular routing, yes. Next, if you want to create the CSS, SCSS, okay. Currently we are good with CSS, right? So we'll go with the CSS only. Yes, CSS also fine. Okay. That is also related to CSS only, but it will give some dynamic variable compilations and dynamic variable importing. If you know CSS, you can easily learn that CSS. So there is no much difference in that CSS and CSS. But the recommended way is SCSS only. SCSS is also fine, no problem. So it will take time by running. So what is this Angular CLI will do? It will it will take from that npm package manager, or it will have built-in packages, right? Some animation packages. So all the what are the packages are included in our current project, I will show you also. Okay. So what are the packages it is downloaded in our current project? Okay, done. So successfully created. Now go to the our UI training, Angular, inside this Angular project. So I told you, right, with the name Angular project, our project is created. So successfully we have created the Angular application. So next step, we need to go to the again into that same folder. Okay. Now we need to run the command ng server --- open. Okay. So now it will open you. So analytics, you need to go, yes. So it will build the our Angular project. Okay. So that entire process I will explain. So don't worry about that. So first it is compiling the project. You can see here Angular core, uncommon, platform browser, router, so entire applications. First time it will compile, next time it will take from the cache. So next time what we have changed that files only it will compile. Successfully generated the bundle files and it is open. So this is our Angular application. Okay. Our first Angular application is run in the browser. Okay. So this is about how we can create an Angular application, how we can run an Angular application. Okay. So first step we have completed successfully. So the next I will explain, but we need to open this in Visual Studio Code. We need to open this, right? So how we can open? So Angular project. Here you need to go to command prompt again. Okay. Code space dot. Okay. Code space dot. If you enter this, it will open that application in a Visual Studio Code. Okay. So it is open. That Angular project we have opened in the Visual Studio Code. So now I will explain each and every this structure. I will explain. Okay, each and everything what we have in the Angular application. Okay, what are the different files we have? What is this folder? Okay. So first one is E2E. Okay, this folder is having the configurations related to the end-to-end testing. Okay, end-to-end testing. For now, we are not including any test cases and everything, right? So don't bother about this end-to-end. Okay, E2E means end-to-end test cases. So those related configurations. Okay, next one is node modules. I told you already, right? Node modules means what are the projects we are going to handle, or what are the packages we are going to handle. So that will be downloaded in the node modules, node underscore modules. So inside this, if you can check CLI NGCC, this is an NGCC, the compiler, this Angular compiler. Okay, Angular. So a great Angular. I told you, right? It's Angular. What are the things required to run an Angular application? That Angular is installed, and Angular dev kit. Dev kit means so development for Angular development, how we can build and build process. Everything will be written in the dev kit. Okay, it will handle the packages also. Babels. Okay, this Babel, these are the package manager and the Discovery JS, Istanbul JS, something. These are dev tools. Okay, these are the dev tools, NG tools, Angular tools. So these are okay, schematics, types. Okay, like that. So what are the packages required to run an Angular application? Those all will be installed. So you no need to think about this. Okay, this is not that important, because we already, so always we will exclude this node underscore module folder. So next, SRC. From here only our Angular application development folder will start. Okay. Inside that we will have the app folder. App folder is the root folder for an Angular application. Okay. So inside that app folder, so before going into this app folder, we will go with the next steps. These all we'll see and then we'll come here. Okay. So assets. Assets means what are the images? If you want to include images, okay, or any video files, audio files, that any like assets you need to include inside this assets folder only. You can create images folder or any like videos you want to include in our Angular project, videos or audios, like anything you can import in assets folder. Next, environments. We have actually here prod environment, and environment means here generally development environment. Prod environment means based on that environment, different type of bundles will follow by the Angular. Okay, so that environment we'll see later. And favicon icon, index.html. So this is the first file in Angular. Just it will contain the title, see here, title and meta name viewport and app root. Okay, app root. So this about this app root in routing concept, I will understand. Okay, I will give you the clear concept about this app root. Means here we have app component. This app related files are there, right? So these all files will be loaded here. If I'm writing like this, means app root means, so these all files will be loaded here inside the body. So and because of that only we will see that these things are there, all things are there, right? These things we'll see. Okay. So that is index.html, main.ts. So from this main.ts only, first file while executed in Angular application is this one only. First, it is enable prod mode, okay, platform browser dynamic app module. So about this, this we will call metadata. So in module and the component concept, I will explain in depth about these import statements. For now, don't. Okay. So what are the things required to run this application? So these are the modules you can call. So these modules we are importing from. So this app module is there, right? This app module will have here, right? This is app module. This app module only we are including here. So why we are including here means if environment and production enable prod mode, otherwise platform browser dynamic bootstrap module of app module. Bootstrap module means so the start. So I told you, right, while we are running ng-sar, first it will building, after building all the packages. So first what it will do, it will go to the main.ts and it will see that app model bootstrap module. So bootstrap module means run that application, run that module. Okay, whenever our application is started, you can run this module. So what is that module here? App module. App module means this module. So because of that only, first it will come to main.ts and it will run this app module. Okay. So after we'll completing all this, we'll come with the app related things. Okay. So to tell that first you need to run the app module. So that file will be main.ts. We'll tell that you need to run the app module. Next one, main.ts, polyfills.ts. What is this means? It is related to browser. Some browsers will not support all the like TypeScript, or while we are using the TypeScript, advanced TypeScript, all the browsers won't support the advanced TypeScript features, right? In that cases, we need to give the callback functions. So that callback functions will include in the polyfills.js only, here only. Okay. So browser related compilation files or configuration files or callback functions will include here only, polyfills.js. Next one is start.css. So actually every component has its own CSS file, but still you want to include global files, global CSS. Means for entire application, we need to have a common font size and color. Okay. So in that cases, you can include that common. It's an entire application. Common CSS will include here only in the style.css. This test.ts means how for main.ts, this is for testing, how the from where the test cases will start. Okay, so the test cases related information will be here in the test.ts. Browser list, so editor configuration. So this is for our editor configuration. Okay, git ignore. Okay, angular.json. So this is important. Angular.json, this is related to the Angular building. Okay, compiling an application, our Angular compiling. So that are the rules we is defined here. Okay, how we can see the tsconfig.json. Similarly, Angular has its own configuration file, that is angular.json. How we have for TS TypeScript configuration, tsconfig.json we have, right? Similarly, angular.json, it will have the compiler options. So builder, who will build this Angular application is Angular dev kit build Angular. So the Angular dev kit we have seen, right, that out options output. So this Angular project. So output part means after building that application files. Okay, we are building that application, our application. So if you see, we can see that inside this folder. This folder. Here it will create the dist folder. Inside that dist folder, our Angular project will create. Okay, index. So index file is here. See written src index.html. This index.html only here written, and the main file index file. So that configurations, everything is configuration. Polyfills. Okay, browser related things will be polyfills.ts. TS config for TypeScript configuration, this tsconfig.yard.json. Okay, and AOT head of time compilation. Okay, assets, favicon icon, src assets, and styles. So if you want to include bootstrap in our Angular project, we can include. Okay, here only that bootstrap.css will include here only. Scripts also, like any jQuery, if you want to include, okay, you need to install the jQuery, and that you, so file reference you need to give here only. Okay, configurations, production, file replacements, so optimization. These are the like configuration things. You need no need to do anything. Just you need to read these files. Okay, nothing else is there. Karma configuration.js. Okay, and for Angular test cases, you try to write the Angular test cases. Karma test cases only will write that configurations related things will be written here. Karma config.js. Package log.json, that is not that much important, because whatever the packages we have used in the package.json, that will be available in the package log.json. It will log the packages. Okay, now go to the package.json, which is the important file in an Angular project. So first to package.json, here scripts. So what are the what are the commands run to run this application? That commands will be initialized here only. Ng, okay, ng start. So here I have run that ng serve command, right? So instead of that ng serve command, if I will write npm start, start, okay, same ng serve command only running, you can see. So that only here. These are the npm packages, right? Npm install, how we are doing like that only. Npm start means that command, ng serve command only will run. Npm run build means ng build. Okay, npm run test means ng test. So npm run lint means ng lint. Okay, that related like commands, these we will call as a commands. That commands will be written here only. 4200 is already in use. Would you like to use a different port? So already we are compiled, right? So we are not compiling here. So we are, I'm exit that. So already this file only we are compiled, right? Angular project. This only, right? Already it is running, right? So because of that only already port is in use. It is telling. So next one is dependencies. So what are the dependencies in Angular? So these are the dependencies. Angular animations to run Angular animations. These packages will be required. Okay, and common Angular common things. Okay, compiler related packages. Okay, core Angular core and forms. So we will build the forms, right? So while you are building these forms, you need to include these forms. Okay, and platform browser dynamic router, RxJS. Okay, RxJS. So this TSLib, JS. So these are the dependencies, packages, dependency packages. These are dev dependencies. Like dev kit, build Angular, CLI, compiler, CLI, Jasmine, so test cases, node. Okay. So these are the packages default. While you are running an application, these are the default packages will be installed in our current Angular project. Okay. Next, tsconfig.app.json. Here compiler option out directory out, okay, and files main.ts polyfill.ts include all the. So what are the things include to compile an TypeScript file? Actually all the TypeScript files are there, right? So that TypeScript file you need to compile, right? So that compiling, to compile that, so first one extends. So extends means all the configurations will be in this tsconfig.json. Okay, so we'll come to the tsconfig.json. Here we'll have compiler unsafe false. Okay, compiler option base URL empty, out directory dist out src and strict true. So these are the type we already seen this actually. Target, okay, I told you that target module lib es 2018 dom. Okay, down intervention declarations, source map. So strict mode. These will be commented in our previous while we are creating the TS init TFC init. If I'll run, I got the TSC configuration file, right? Like TypeScript configuration.json file I'll get, right? There it will have all the commented. Now in our Angular project, we have enabled all these options. Okay, apart from that, Angular compiler option also included here. Okay. TSLint.json. So it will check the errors in TypeScript file. Okay. Sometimes if you are forget to make the comma or semicolon if you are missing. Okay. And for arrows, so inside that are elements, you need to make a comma separated values. So if you miss that commas, so everything it will check arrow type. So here curly true means if you are open the curly braces, if the closed curly braces if you are not written, in that case this npm run lint will give you the build issue. Okay, that all the rules will be here only. Okay, no console, true, debug, info, time and trace, no empty. Okay, false. So it will check here everything. Quote, single quotes only it will allow. Okay, quote mark. If you write double quotes, it will give you empty error. Okay, lint error it will give you. So if you want to enable double quote also, you make it comma here and you need to write double quote. Okay, double write. So semicolon optional always, and space before function parenthesis. Okay, space before function parenthesis means function and before that space also it will conclude. Anonymous never. Anonymous functions don't give the spaces between function and that function braces. And asynchronous arrow always, constructor never, method never. Okay, name never. So what is that means? If you're writing any method, after writing that method name, immediately you need to put the braces. Otherwise, it will give you error. This that type of rules will be written here only. So this is about Angular application folder structure, guys. So now we'll go to the app. Okay. First, we need to go to app module.ts. So I told you, right, Angular project it will have modules and components. How we already we have seen that modules in the TypeScript. Okay? That modules and what components? Components is nothing but a classes. Okay. So Angular is the combination of modules and components. So first, their app module only first file will run, right? So in that app module, it is bootstrap of app component. Again, it is bootstrapping app component. While this app module file is running completely, so after that it is telling bootstrap. So run app component. So then from here, this about this metadata. Okay, nothing guys. Simply this is these about these modules complete. You what are these providers? Okay, these all things we'll see tomorrow. Or today we'll see all these files only. Tomorrow about modules in depth we can see. Okay, so we can create a new module and we can create how we can add that module in our already existing module. That about that modules, why we will use the modules. Those all things will be that will be one class. Okay, about components is one class. So before this completing this file structure, I will let you know about what are the things we are learning in the Angular. So ng module, this is decorator. So the about this we will see tomorrow. Okay. So app component, right? Bootstrap of app component. Now it will come to the app component at yes. So this is also one decorator only. So inside that template URL. So this template URL is nothing but HTML file reference will give here. So app component.html style URL.css. So while this app component is running, this app component.html as well as app component.css will run. So app component.html we have. So that I don't want all this. Okay, hello world. Just you need to write hello world. So where is that? Here it is, right? So I have run the hello world, right? If I'll save this immediately, it will run C. It is compiled and you can see in the browser also gone. Hello world. Okay, that much fast it is. Previously, we will use the live server, right? Live server to refresh live refresh. Here, no need to do. Okay, just H1, hello Angular, save it, done. Okay, so not required this go live option. Okay, Angular application itself, its live reload option is there. Okay, so app component HTML, whatever you are writing in this, so the file immediately it will build and app component this whatever we have written in this HTML, it will be shown here. CSS also. So H2, I'm changing the color. So some red color and one more, right? H1. Now you can see here, red color H2, H1 is blue color. So CSS. That's it, guys. That's it about Angular, how we can run an initial project. Okay, initial project, hello world application. So how the process will start is first it will come to the main.ts. There we have seen that bootstrap of app module. Bootstrap is nothing but to start immediately while this file is loaded. You can start the app module. So it will come to the app module. Inside that app module also. So app module, what are the things related to run on that application? That files will be loaded. After that, bootstrap of app component. So inside that app component, file references for HTML and CSS will be written in the app component only. So there, that app component that related to the HTML file and CSS file will be loaded. Okay, like that in the browser it will load. What about remaining files means will be that will be handled by the router, Angular router. So, so now in coming days, what are the Angular features we are going to learn is about modules. Okay, how we can create a models, how we can organize the modules in an application. What is the use of these modules, and what are the like metadata we have in the modules? What are the decorators we are using, and the decorator related information I will explain the modules tomorrow class only. Next, same thing, components. Okay, components. Next, data binding. In the component, so modules and module related information, component and component related information, decorators, and what are the metadata and the data binding. So next, directives, pipes. So we have seen the pipe here. Like this, we can include the pipes. What are the different type of pipes we have? How we can create a custom pipe? So our own also we can create our custom pipe, and we can include in our Angular application. So how we can include the custom pipes? So that information, pipes information. Next, routing, Angular routing. So we'll see the Angular routing, how the routing will work, how we can include the routing files. So okay, how we can manipulate the routes. So those all information, related information, we'll see in the routing class. Next, after completing the routing, we will see with the services as well as dependency injection. Okay, what is mean by dependency injection in Angular? Services and dependency injection. So next, authorization and authentication. Authorization and authentication. I think with this Angular will complete. So these are the important concepts. I think all the concepts we have covered. So these are the important concepts we need to learn in Angular. Okay. First, we need to create modules. How we can create a module? How we can give references to the like adjacent modules or any other modules from one module to another module. So that all related module information, components. How we can create a components? Okay. How I can include the components in modules? Okay. How we can give references, component references in modules, and data binding. So different type of data bindings and directives. What are the different type of directives? How we can create a custom directive. Pipes. What are the different types of pipes we have? How we can create a custom pipe, and routing information. Okay, and route parameters and everything will be comes in the routing information only. With that routing only, we will create the different type of components, services. Okay, to get the data and bind the data dynamically, we will use the services. In the services only, we will have the RxJS concept. Okay, RxJS is helpful for okay, data. Bind the data, we will use some observables and subscribers concept. Okay, that observable and subscribers, that concepts will be in the services only. We'll see. Next, the important concept is authorization and authentication. Oh, sorry guys. Here also, before going to authorization and authentication, forms, Angular forms. How the form data form bindings. Okay. In the Angular forms only, we have reactive forms. Okay. In that reactive forms, how we can create a form builder, how we can like bind the form controls to the one form, like input type text boxes, how we can come like we can give the references for the form controls. So these are all related things will be we have covered in the upcoming classes guys. So that's it for today introduction development class. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start the development of Angular. Okay. After all this complete, after all these applications will complete, we'll take the one sample application, a sample application related to the e-commerce. Okay, related to the e-commerce, and we will build the sample application. I will not build actually. You guys will start. If you have any doubts, I will lecture the doubts. Okay, sample application. Okay, after completing all this, then you will be good with the Angular. Okay. If you go to any Angular concept, you will get this only mostly. We'll see Angular concepts. Concepts. So if you open our Angular.io, this is the main application. This Angular website actually, Angular.io. So that Angular main who are developers of Angular, they will keep the documentation in this website only. So here, what is Angular? So we are covered, and after that setup, okay. Next, and understanding of Angular. Inside that components we have. So I told you right already. Components, templates, okay. You include here component, that component life cycle, everything, okay. Component life cycle. Next, templates. So templates is nothing but HTML and CSS and a data binding. Okay. Two-way data binding and event binding. I told you right, property binding. Types. Okay. Types. Template statements. Interpolation is data binding only. So that concept and directives. Okay. Built-in directives, attribute structural directives, the dependency injection. I told you right, dependency injection also. So this dependency injection, Angular dependency injection, and routing and navigation. Okay, forms. So in services concept, this HTTP client will come. Okay. So next, these security accessibility means authentication authorization only. That's it. These are the things. I think in main Angular website also they have given these only. So example application, glossary, style and usage, contribute guide. So these are the concepts only, guys. We have. I think I have covered all concepts in our structure. Uh, 6 concepts to be mastered to be an Angular architect. Okay. What he is giving that concepts we'll see. So module, first he told module or library architecture, module architecture. So I told you right already, modules, how we can that. Next one is between components, services and directives. Okay. So between the components, these I told you right, components, services, directives. We will see all these also. Down manipulation. Okay. Change direction and rendering means this is component life cycle we will get. Routing, forms, Angular forms, RxJS. I told you right, in services also we will learn about RxJS. That's it, guys. I think he is giving that concept only. If you learn all these concepts, you are the master in the 6 concepts to be an Angular architect. Master in Angular architect. So these are the important concepts we are going to cover in future, guys. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow we'll start with the modules. Okay, actual implementation of the Angular applications. You can practice today. Okay, you can create an Angular project your own. Okay, and just you can see what are the things in that these files. Okay, that these files not much that much important, but you need to know about that. Sometimes you need to change the compiler options. Okay, based on client requirement, you need to change. So in that cases, you need to know about the these files. Mostly TS config.json file. Okay, types with configurations. Okay, TS linked.json also. Next. After that, go to app component HTML, remove all that, and you can write your own self. And that app, then if that changing the HTML means you have successfully ran the Angular application. Okay, try all this. So tomorrow we will start the module first. Okay, that's it, guys. Today's class. So we'll meet in tomorrow. Okay, bye.